Hello, this is Mahlena Ray Johnson with For Nerdy Girls with Mahlena Ray Johnson. Today's topic is Biz Bestie. What's a Biz Bestie? And it's May 14th, 2018. So I, Mahlena, am going to explain how and why to make friends in business. Yes, networking is important, especially for awkward introverts. First, you need to know who you are. Second, you're going to say hello to a friend or to a stranger. And 3, you're going to keep it moving. So first, who am I? I'm still Mahlena Ray Johnson. I went to Loyola Marymount University for film school, and then I went to University of Southern California for business school, where I got my MBA in marketing, entertainment, and entrepreneurship. And over the past 10 years, I have conducted hundreds of informational interviews and coffee chats. I have attended hundreds of conferences and networking events, and I've connected with thousands of people all over the world. So I am immensely qualified to help you with your networking skills and making new friends. So today we're talking about Biz Besties. So this is a term that I encountered first last year in 2017 when I started getting more involved in Facebook groups, specifically business-oriented Facebook groups for entrepreneurs who are women. So I didn't really encounter it that much in Facebook groups with men, like not even just majority men Facebook groups, but like Facebook groups that men were involved. Biz Besties is a term that's really used among women in business who are really versed in social media. And by well versed, I mean, if you're on social media, if you're on Facebook or you're on a social media platform like Instagram or Twitter or Pinterest, and you're interacting with people and they become your friends and you start talking to them all the time, and then you're like, yeah, we're Biz Besties, yay! So I have a lot of Biz friends. I don't know if any of them are my Biz Besties, but if there are Biz Besties watching here, it's like, what do you mean you don't have a Biz Bestie? What about me? Then you can leave a comment or email me at fornerdygirls@gmail.com. So why is it important for you to have friends in business? So it's not necessarily important for you to find your Biz Bestie and just hold on to her tight. The important thing of making friends in business is to have friends in business. You don't have to rank them. You just have to have them because they provide support in ways that you probably don't get from other people who aren't in the same type of industry or in the same type of business mindset that you are. So when you start going out there, moving and shaking, either in person or online, you need to, one, know who you are. This is important for people who are awkward and people who are introverted like me, because you can get overwhelmed by the amount of information coming at you. And by information, I don't mean just words on a page or in a book or in a magazine or coming through your ears. I mean the information coming at you about how to conduct yourselves in situations and what you should be looking for and who's doing this and are they on the latest thing I've heard is I think this thing called GDPR. There's also Dubsado. There's I do like Canva, so if you're on Canva, that's fine. If you're not, that's okay too. I did learn about Zoom, which has been helpful, but there are all these different terms out there. Oh, OBM, I'm still not completely sure what those letters mean, and I'll look them up. But I know it's someone who helps you with stuff. There's a lot of information coming at you, and you can lose yourself when you're trying to pattern yourself off of other people. For instance, I watched a video today that was edited and scored in the same way that I've seen other videos edited and scored and positioned with the mise-en-scène of the person here, and they're very well dressed and they're at their desk, and it looks very coordinated with all the colors. And someone said to someone else, I have to get that same person. I mean, it happens a lot in movies and TV. You see something and you want to replicate it, but don't forget who you are in an event, in the effort to try to connect with other people. Know who you are first so that you can find your people, not somebody else's people. 2, say hello to a friend or a stranger. So you don't have to meet a lot of new people to start networking. You can start with the people that you already know. Now, some of the people that you know are not really going to understand what the concept of biz besties are or the concept of business friends, and they're not necessarily going to understand what you're doing or why or how does this fit into their lives. But there are going to be a few people that you already know who are definitely excited about what you're doing and would like to know how they can help you. But this is going to take some trial and error. You're going to need to start with somebody that you feel comfortable with and keep going. So this is not a pick one person and then they're your biz bestie for life, or pick one person you know and hope that they get you. You're going to talk to multiple people and start connecting with them. Those are the friends that I want you to start with, and start connecting and sharing who you are so that they can connect with you on that level, and also possibly connect you to other people whom they think you would be a good match for as business friends. Now, talking to strangers is also important. Once you've started talking to friends and acquaintances, people you know, but maybe not that well, you're going to start reaching out to strangers. So you are going to talk to people in person and online. So people in person that you may have seen before, or you're at an event and you want to say hi to them, go up and say hi and start asking them about them. Also know who you are so that you can start to connect that way. Also online, there's lots of different ways for you to connect with people whom you think you already have something in common with. I mentioned Facebook groups earlier because there are lots of different Facebook groups. There are thousands out there, if not hundreds of thousands or millions, where you can specify something you're particularly interested in. Like if you're interested in big dogs or small cats or being a firefighter or going on trips to Southeast Asia. There are groups specifically about that where you can start to connect with people based on things you have in common. Now, not all of these people are going to end up being your bestest friends ever, but it's a way for you to start connecting with people and building your network, even if they don't necessarily become a client or a partner or a coworker or your boss. Building the network can really help you, because once you have more people to bounce ideas off of, they're gonna know lots of people that you don't, whom they will say, oh, you sound like you would connect with this person. And the cool thing about strangers is they don't know you at all. So whereas when you're talking to a friend who may not get you, and they might be like, I thought you were this, a stranger has nothing to compare it to. So when you tell them, I run this type of business now, or I'd like to enter this particular industry, they'll say, okay, and they will have that in the front of their mind, not when you spilled their cereal last week, or when you lost their baseball cards when you were both little kids. It's a fresh start with a person who is just hearing what you are telling them, and they'll go from there with your relationship. 3 is keep it moving. So this relates to not focusing on one person, but more a group of people to connect with. It can be hard, especially as an awkward person or an introverted person, to feel like I really want to connect with each person that I meet. And that isn't always going to be the case. It will start to happen more naturally as you do more interactions with people, both face-to-face, online, when you start having coffee chats, which if you have seen the coffee chats video, or yay, if you haven't, go back and watch the coffee chats video and learn more about coffee chats. When you start doing more networking, whether in person, online, messaging, Facebook groups, Twitter, Pinterest, pinning other people's stuff, making comments on Instagram, wherever it is, it gets easier, and you start to identify the people that you think you're going to connect with more easily. there are billions of people out in the world. There's at least a billion of them on Facebook. So you can't connect with everybody. That's why I want you to keep it moving. You not only are focusing on a group of people, but sometimes you need to move along to a new group so that you have new people to connect with. Or if they're already your friends or acquaintances, especially people you haven't talked to in a while, reconnect with them. Reconnections are also great for networking and will also give you a chance to find your biz bestie. If you've made a change in your life, possibly people that you've already known who are friends, acquaintances, or family members may be making a similar change in their life as well. They might have started a business, they may want to change careers, and you two can connect on that level. So again, biz besties are people that you become best business friends with because you have a similar mindset around entrepreneurship or career elevation. One, you need to know who you are. You're not someone else, you're you, so present you so that you can find your people, not somebody else's people. Two, say hello to a friend or a stranger. Both of those types of people can help you in similar and different ways. And three, keep it moving. You're targeting groups of people, so you're looking at one person at a time, but a lot of them, so you don't get focused on maybe not connecting with the first or second person that you meet, but knowing that you have a lot of people that you can connect with. And the same with groups. If you're in a group and you tapped out on all the people that you can connect with, move to a different group for new opportunities. Thanks so much for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section on Facebook, or if you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere else, email me at fornerdygirls@gmail.com. Or if you are ready to start networking and looking for your biz bestie, then email me at fornerdygirls@gmail.com and we will set up a networking strategy session for you. We're going to spend about 15 minutes talking about you and what you want out of your network. So you're going to be doing the talking, I'm going to be doing the writing down, and together we will come up with a plan immediately to get you out there networking in the way that works best for you. Again, email me at fornerdygirls@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.